What's up YouTube? This is SlayIsland, and NBA 2K League's first mid-season tournament is here. This tournament is being called The Turn and features a $150,000 prize pool. The winning team is taking home $75,000 and the top 8 are all in the cash. The tournament was seeded by the standings, and since there's 17 teams in the NBA 2K League, the 2 lowest teams have to play a play-in game. For this tournament, the league decided to broadcast the games in the 2K cam. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this change. I personally like it because I think it shows more of the skill, but some casual basketball fans might not be used to it. Anyway, let's get right into the first game of the tournament, our play-in game. We have the 16 seed Raptors taking on the 17 seed Pacers.
Yep, Kenny at the point. He's going to be a sharpshooting playmaker. All hell Trey is going to be a pure sharp. Yusuf at that pure rim. The Toxies is a sharpshooting rim protector. And Josh is going to be a sharpshooting shot creator. On the other side, the team from Indiana, the Pacers, they're 3-6 on the season, 0-4 in the regular season. They've dropped 5 in a row. Looking to change the narrative here in the playoff game of the turn. Wolf is going to be the small forward, the sharpshooting shot creator. Frosty at the 4 at the rebounding athletic finisher. Tucker in the middle at the pure rim. Switzerk is the shooting guard at the pure sharp. And Gunnar, the man from UK, that sharpshooting playmaker. They need him to make some big shots.
I mean, you just need him to really step into his comfort zone. I mean, a lot of people who have kind of watched Gunnar play just over like the past year, going back to even 2K17, you know this is a guy.
Hours of broadcasting today. Switzerk from deep. Bounces around and down. With a turnover now, 4-3. Switzerk. Another deep 3, and he hits. Trey from the hash. We got a 3-point fest. And Yusuf will finish. And the have to defend Yusuf on the baseline because there's no doubt he's hitting as
Campbell, but he's shooting 5 for 6. I mean, you've got to be able to step out and make that adjustment.
The Toxies spot with 6. Gunnar goes down to Frosty, and that's what you're talking about. Hey. And Switzer gets it to go. He's got 9. We knew it was going to be low scoring when the Pacers are involved. Here's a Tucker. No, sir. Frosty with the offensive rebound. Swizzer from deep, and he hits. Basketball, you know, no lead is safe. Winner will face Blazer 5 here in the single elimination. And it's taken away by Wolf. Trying to get himself on the scoreboard, but drops it off to Frosty. And nice. It's the 76ers.
And just like the crazy thing with this team is that when you go back to the tip-off tournaments, that first game they looked so good, they got to start knocking them down.
Gunnar able to step in, get the steal, up ahead. Switzer. He'll stay with the Raptors, 20 to shoot. Trey, he'll hit the 3. Is it at the logo? 5 to shoot. Yusuf cuts back door. He's now got 9. Trey, quick trigger. Yusuf with another board. He's got Gunnar. Wolf for 3. Boy, they needed that. Kenny gets it to Josh. 1 overall. They did have that one upset of the 76ers. And there's a 3 for Trey.
Know how much elite competition's over there. So, I mean, that's why we're so hard on him, because we're sitting there thinking, you know what, this guy could be a very good pick for this team.
Huge windmill jam.
The Raptors are moving on with a 71-57 win over Pacers Gaming. The Raptors moved Kenny back to point guard and Yusuf back to center, and both these guys played very well in this game. This win moves them on in the tournament where they'll be taking on the number 1 seed, Blazer 5. The Raptors actually played the Blazers last week, and the Blazers needed a buzzer beater to send the game into overtime. Let's move on to our next game, the 15 seed Grizz Gaming taking on the number 2 seed, 76ers.
Sharp sees in the middle. It's going to be a post-scoring athletic finisher. Feast at the power forward, and that sharp rim, and Udini at a sharp-shooting shot creator. On the other side, the team from Memphis, just 1 of 8 on the year. 1 of 4 on the regular season. They're trying to change the narrative right now here on the road. Winner stays on as your point. The sharpshooting playmaker threat at the pure sharp. D-double in the middle at the pure rim. Phenom at a sharpshooting rim protector. Then Authentic African, who comes in averaging 22 points a game. He'll be your sharpshooting shot creator there at the 3.
I think one of the big things, too, is just Steez making that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, though. D-double was in the combine as a shooting guard? That's right? Another good find from Authentic African. He's got 3 assists now. Radiant almost lost it. He'll pull a triple. Bang.
The hype man, step everybody up. When you're getting scores, start talking to the other team. Do something to get in their head. Don't just lay down.
Radiant, he's got space. Winner. And what a game right now by D-double. Nudini, 4 to shoot, back to Radiant. Great ball movement. They've only missed 2 shots. Radiant for 3, and he is yet to miss. Radiant, oh my goodness.
So far, but you saw at the early parts in that game, the shot that Steez put up compared to the one that D-double put up.
Authentic, back to D-double. The 3rd. Radiant for 3, yes sir. 25 for Radiant. Radiant. ZDS. On that small forward. But when he was working that baseline as Feast, he's going to have an opportunity for
the 76ers blow out the Grizz 76-61 to move on to the second round of the tournament. This game was even worse than the score shows, as the 76ers held nearly a 30-point lead going into the half. Radiant completely dominated the Grizz as he put up 29 points and 11 assists. On the other hand, the Grizz decided to try their #1 overall pick, Winner Stays On, back at point guard, and he did not look good as he shot 2 for 10. Let's get right into our next game. We have the #1 seed Blazer 5 taking on Raptors Uprising.
Get here, the starting 5 for B5. Mama I'm That Man is a sharpshooting playmaker. Grant at the 2 at the pure sharp. Walnut in the middle of the pure rim. Dat Boy Shots is a rebounding athletic finisher. And Lavish is your small forward. He's a pure sharp. On the other side, they've already played 1 game already. See if they're going to make it 2-0 today. The Raptors looking to get into the money with a win here. Kenny's at the point, the sharpshooting playmaker. Trey is a pure sharp. Yusuf at the pure rim there in the middle. Detoxy's at sharpshooting rim. And Josh at a sharpshooting shot creator had a big game a game ago, beating the Indiana Pacers. And this time elevates for the block. And that leads to the break and a lavish jam. Of Yusuf.
I don't really think so, just because you know that Yusuf is most likely going to be on a pure rim. But you kind of expect him to kind of double up the workload when it comes down to the paint.
Kenny for 3. And we got a 2-point game. Back to Trey. Quick release. Good. Kenny to the Toxies. That man getting the passing lane. Up ahead to Grant. And Grant with a rare down by Walnut. Up ahead. These are easy buckets. And one can't finish. Rebound Walnut. Grant's wide open. Count it. There's Yusuf wide open, but Walnut blocks it. And Lavish is hitting now. Yusuf just standing on the baseline. And he goes in with a reverse jam. 4-19. Knocked away by Kenny. Kenny on the break. And he'll flush it with 2 hands.
Only beat them, but completely blow them out.
The Toxies takes a 3 with 2 guys on him. Kenny. And that man takes it away from him. And he'll put it in. Gosh. Final seconds of the quarter. Goes baseline. With another board. 13 boards today. And B5 running the break. And you got to reward the big man.
Allowing him to space the floor a little bit, get down towards that dead zone, and make something happen.
Blazer 5 is able to defeat Raptors Uprising 72-62 to move on to the next round of the tournament. Last week when these two teams played, the Raptors Twitch page went into the 2K League's Twitch chat and called Walnut one wild trash, and Walnut did not like that. So coming into this game, he had a chip on his shoulder as he put up 22 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 blocks. Every game he continues to show why he's one of the front runners for the MVP. Moving on to our next game, we have the number 3 seed Mavs Gaming taking on the number 14 seed Bucks Gaming. Let's get right to it.
4-1 in the regular season. Take a look at their starting lineup. Dimes at the point, Seams at the shooting guard, a pure sharp. Dayfry in the middle at that pure rim. Haza making his debut at the sharpshooting rim protector. And DeVillin, don't call me Devleon, is at the pure sharp. For the visiting Bucks, 1-6 on the season total, 1-3 in the regular season, but they're coming off of a win on a big performance by Peroxide. STL's at the point guard, a sharp playmaker. Drake is at a pure sharp at the 2. Larry in the middle at a pure rim. Big Meek at the power forward and a sharpshooting rim protector. And King Peroxide still stays. Peroxide now driving in. Larry, great pass and a great finish.
Yes, you're missing open ones, but one of them are bound to drop if you keep getting open looks like this.
Dayfry with a 2. Peroxide. This time guarded by Dimes, and Dimes takes it away. And he'll keep it. And 50 against the Grizz.
I could drop 50 against the Grizz.
Off there at the elbow. Up ahead to Seam. And he beyond the three-point arc. Drake. And he gets the friendly bounce all over the number 14 seed Bucks. Seam, that's 2 open.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Still, I'm from South Carolina. They said, where in Texas is that? Whenever you want it. Drake at the top. He hits the 3.
The thing is, you still kind of expect Peroxide to really pop off. He's held scoreless, but you just can't be giving up.
5 of 11 from downtown now. Haza 2K. 39-26. DeVillin from game. STL will step back, and he finally hits. Larry comes in averaging 17 points. As Larry at the free throw line finds Peroxide. 2-man game. Drake coming off a screen. Shot clock running down again. Drake takes a step back. Savage. That would have made it a 4-point game. Instead, DeVillin on the other. A lot of space. Back to Dimes. And Dayfry with a huge offensive rebound on this one. Dimes lost it. Picked up by STL. He's on the break.
Like Badge come into play, you get a big vertical leap and you can kind of go over there.
They almost took it away from Dimes again. Boy, they're sort of playing to lose right now. But Seam says, no, forget about it.
The Mavs are able to hold off a Bucks late rally to take the victory 74-68 and move on to the next round. I've been saying it for a couple weeks now, but Ball Like Seam is the best shooting guard in the league, and he proved it once again as he put up 26 points in the win. No shooting guard in the entire league is giving their team that much production. But going into this game, I said the Bucks needed to do one thing to win, and that was slow down Dayfry, and they just couldn't do it, as he put up 25 points, 14 rebounds on 12 for 14 shooting. Moving on to our next game, we have the 4 seed Pistons GT taking on the 13 seed Warriors Gaming Squad.
Go ahead to virtual Detroit. The starting lineups for the Pistons. I'm so far ahead at the 1, a sharpshooting playmaker. Ruggs at the 2, the pure sharp. Joseph the Truth back at the lineup at the pure rim. Ramo at a rebound, athletic finisher, and Insanity at the 3, that pure sharpshooter. On the other side, for Warriors Gaming Squad here on the road. Single elimination tournament, 150 grand on the line. And they're going to roll out like a pro at the 1, the sharpshooting playmaker. Be Smooth, the shooting guard, a pure sharp. Vert in the middle at a post-scoring athletic finisher. Type back in the lineup at a power forward at the sharpshooting rim. And then Sean Wen, their number 1 pick. He'll be at a pure sharp.
It's going to be interesting seeing Joseph hop back into lineup. And
Type Get on the Googles, trust me. Time! Here in the first 2.5 minutes. So far ahead. Goes to Ramo. In the background, looking on after that big rejection. Type. Have Ramo on type. That takes him out of the paint. And that allows Vert to eat, and that's what he does. Ramo goes baseline, gorilla jam.
Celtics crossover team who really doesn't know what they're doing when it comes down to offense or defense.
That doesn't leave a lot of margin for Aaron's tight. 24-16. Behind the back by Like a Pro, and the finish. Rebound, Like a Pro up ahead and smooth with a two-hand jam. Great point, doesn't want to clog up the middle with Ramo and Joseph down there working the paint. Tight with another. Among the lead leaguers in points per game as I'm so far ahead. Forget about church.
Single time.
Like a Pro from deep. And he gets the friendly roll. A minute to go in the third. Back to Joseph the Truth. Heat indicator. Two-hand here. They need to close it out right. Joseph the Truth. Back to Ramo and a dunk. 42-36. Enough of the shenanigans. We got a ball game here.
That I can make.
Ramo shoots a three. Boy, that's right. I saw blue hair and I went in. Almost loses it there, but able to get it to Ramo. Double pumps and double jams it. They'd be winning this game. He has killed them. Ramo cue for Dirk. His extra possession. They go to Vert. He's got Joseph. Double team. Still goes up. Gets his own rebound. What the what?
The 6'3" guy, but you also have your center down there. You should be able to snag just a little bit.
Rocks hits a three. 5 to shoot. Trying to get spacing. He does. Rainbow. So far ahead. Clock running down. They go to Joseph the Truth. Told you. Up ahead. Be smooth. Still got 9.3 to go. 3-point game. Rux. Oh my. It was mom spaghetti time.
We have our first upset of the tournament as the Warriors defeat the Pistons 56-51. Coming in, the Warriors were the 13th seed, but ever since 2 weeks ago, they hired a new coach and this has been a different team. The guy they hired was a former G League coach who has extremely high basketball IQ. Vert dominated on the glass as he finished with 16 points and 17 rebounds, and it just seemed like he was getting every single offensive rebound in this game. And the Warriors point guard Like a Pro continued to stay hot as he finished with 17 points and 6 assists. Let's get right into our next game. We have the 5 seed Cavs Legion taking on the 12 seed Knicks Gaming.
That's where they drafted him at, in fact. He's going to be a sharpshooting playmaker. Toxic at the 2 is a pure sharp. Sick is in the middle at a pure rim. Got a 2K back at the 4 at that athletic finisher. And Turnup is going to be at the 3. He'll be a pure sharp for Cleveland. On the other side, the visiting team, although we're here in New York City, Knicks Gaming. 2-2 on the season, 3-4 overall. These teams have yet to meet, but they're about to. Adam at the 1. He's going to be a sharpshooting playmaker. Yay, back in the lineup as a pure sharp. Goofy in the middle as that post-scoring athletic finisher. Idris at an athletic finisher as well, but he's a rebounding type. And Nate at the sharpshooting shot creator. Watch him to throw it down.
We're going to see him put down to that 6'3". It's going to force you to pass a little more. You're not going to be able to finish in the paint as well.
Hello. A lot going on in the paint. 5-2. Idris on the hardwood here at the NBA 2K League. Yay not. Gets it to go.
Look at like this will be an upset, but over the past couple weeks to the improvement of play from teams, it's just been.
Hood wide open for 3. You can tell he's the first, working in the free throw line alongside Hood. Goofy open for 3. Oh wow.
But when he does speak, so you'll sit there and like crack a few jokes like, oh wow.
Misses again, up ahead to Ye. Toxic, what do you do? Adam, all alone. Can't hit, but Idris is there to help him. Hood throws it right to Idris. Heat indicator on blast. Ye Not's got 10.
If you're just taking those shots when you know that you can try to work it around for a better option.
Goofy!
Not with some fire. And the thing he does, you notice when a lot of players.
Oh my. 25-point lead. Another turnover. Idris. One-hand jam. There's just a lid on the hoop. They are 9 of 22. And when you can't get out with 10. Really been a team effort, though. It's Idris. 21-year-old from nearby Harlem, New York. Idris. Stop me if you've seen the 4 games. Nate. Oh my. Dagger at the end of the 3 upsets in a row. I'm not even sure you can call a Celtics win an upset. There's a 3 from the corner. That came in and you face a juggernaut that you let you blow you out in the second quarter.
Back-to-back upsets as the Knicks blow out the Cavs 87-63. This game was advertised as the return of Hood, but it wasn't a pretty return. Hood might have played the worst game I've ever seen, as he finished with only 7 points and 8 turnovers. And on the side of the Knicks, this was their best game of the season by far. They shot a combined 40 for 54. And their power forward, Idris the GOAT, put up the first triple-double in NBA 2K League history, as he finished with 24 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, and 5 steals. Alright, let's get into our next game. The number 6 seed Jazz Gaming taking on the number 11 seed Celtics Crossover Gaming.
Home team. Jazz Gaming 3-2 on the year. Compete has had a sharpshooting playmaker. Tiffy had a pure sharp. Slaughter in the middle and a pure rim. Deeds at the 4, the sharpshooting rim protector. And Smooth is a sharpshooting shot creator. On the other side for the Celtics, the team from Boston, trying to step in and get back to their winning ways. Looked so good in the tip-off first couple games of the season, but they are on a schneid right now. Fab, the number 2 pick overall, is a sharpshooting playmaker. Speedbrook makes his debut as a pure sharp. Arsenal at the pure rim. Mel at the 4. He's going to be a rebounding athletic finisher. Lord, we hope he doesn't shoot. And Provision, he'll at the 3 at the pure sharp. And Fab's in the passing lane. Talk to him. I don't think he's going in on compete. Profusion. Wide open is Mel, and Slaughter steps in the window and he gets his shot blocked. I wish I was a little bit not bad for a 24-minute game. Deeds wide open. Yes, sir. They don't have numbers. Smooth, nice step back. Goes right back out. Oh my. Well, Jazz with a quick 5 points. And make it a 7-0 run, and we're tied at Pete. Gets it to Mel, and Mel lost it. Tiffy on the break. He's not passing this. Churches leads it in for 2 with it. Speedbrook. Yes, sir. Ace. He had 2 guys running rim to rim, and he missed both of them. Speedbrook. Up ahead to Smooth. Smooth able to beat it to the hoop and throws it down with one hand. 11th seed. Well, this is a team that's been underachieving, in my opinion.
To get them changed, just whatever they've had, it just hasn't been working when it comes down to it. So they're just trying to settle for
36-35. Jazz with the lead, but there's all green for Fab. Great hands by the Jazz. And compete. Oh my! Take it away. Active hands by Mel. Speedbrook. He's got double digits.
It's one of those things, too, where he's able to just kind of give the orders to the players, and they follow him, and all these guys respect him.
Just not able to keep pace. Speedbrook open for days.
It up in terms of he starts attacking the paint more. I think that kind of like the big turn when we saw that in the gameplay.
Arsenal down. It's a guy who comes in averaging 23 points a game.
Oh, no.
That's deep. Oh, my. Smooth didn't try to dunk that. Speedbrook, 21. Whose man is this?
You just give us
The Celtics win big over Utah, 73-55 to move on to the next round. The story of this game was the Celtics inserting their 6th man into the lineup, Speedbrook. And in his first appearance of the season, he played great as he finished with 21 points and was hitting threes from everywhere. His 3-point shooting looks like it could really help this Celtics team, as that's something they struggled with all season long. Moving on to our next game, we have the 7 seed Wizards District Gaming taking on the 10 seed Heat Check Gaming.
For the district, JT's at the point, shot creating sharpshooter. Reese is at a pure sharp. Gilly in the middle at that slashing stretch 5. Boo Painter at that rebounding athletic finisher at the 4. And there's Jen Sanity, the shot creating slasher at the 3. On the other side, the team from Miami, Heat Check Gaming, looking to keep this upset train going in the later part of the evening here in New York. Majestic's at the point of the sharp playmaker. Jalen's at the 2 at a pure sharp hot shot in the middle at the post scoring athletic finisher. And there's Los at the power forward, the rebounding athletic finisher, and Hyper is pro. He'll be at the 3 at a pure sharp. Los at the 4, huh? JT, there's a rejection for you. 3-on-1 break. And okay. Ole! Hot shot. Misses. A little bunts. And the Wiz have 0 assists. So he's doing it all on ISO. There's a switch. Majestic came to help out. Boo will bring it up. Back door to Jen. Close at the 4. Big time jam by Hotshot.
Greater, I mean, they're not going to be as strong, but when they have that slash as their primary, that's where things start to get very...
Basketball. Before the Alienware halftime show. Boo. Backs him down. Almost got the hoop. 7 in total.
And the body's just constantly knocking down low.
Huge two-hand jam. Boo. Up ahead, Jalen. He's going to shoot the 3. Jen. Down to Boo. And one again. A team that I just mentioned a minute ago. They go alley-oop. Best defensive performance of the year thus far. And Boo continues to add in here. With the New York faithful come out to see if they can beat the Warriors and move on to the semifinals.
What the thought process behind it was, because a lot of the matchup, the entirety of the time.
The Wizards defeat the Heat 80-67 to move on to the next round of the tournament. This game was all about Jin and Boo Painter, as the Wizards duo combined for a crazy 68 points, outscoring the Heat by themselves. The rest of the Wizards team only put up 12 points, but when those two guys were playing like that, there was just nothing the Heat could do. I think I'm ready to call Jin the best small forward in the league, and Boo Painter might be the best power forward. I personally think this duo could take the Wizards all the way to the championship in this tournament. Now let's get into the final game of the first round. We have the number 9 seed, Magic Gaming, taking on the number 8 seed, Kings Guard.
Kings Guard, they'll be the home team. Timely Cook's at the 1, the sharpshooting playmaker. Sophia is at the sharpshooter. Moody in the middle at the pure rim. Worthington Colt the 3rd, he turned 25 years old today. He's a rebounding athletic finisher. And Cole World is your pure sharp. On the other side, for the visiting Magic Gaming, they've won 3 in a row. Looking to make it 4 now on the road. Control will be at the 1. He's a sharpshooting playmaker. Supreme is going to be a pure sharpshooter. Marley in the center at the pure rim. King Cam, his team's come alive with him at the 4. He's a rebound athletic finisher. And UC Manny will be at the 3. Sharpshooting shot creator. And they're still on a no-carb diet. No nacho in the pitch dribble. Goes down to Cole. Moody pumps fake. Cole World. 4 to shoot. They turn it over. Sloppy start. Control. Cam steps in. You got to give it back to him. And they will.
True or not, but it seems like it. When you have the potential.
They're not terrible. They're not bad. They're terrible. Colt caught the low pass. Final 2 possessions of the quarter. Supreme for the Magic. Back to Timely, and he gets his stuff. Punt it. Throws it away to Moody. And Marley to Manny. And there's Supreme. Boom. for the Kings. Oh my. Oh my! Huge jam. Colwell says green, and it's good. Slow down the break. Moody. Back-to-back turnovers, and this time they get the score. Next foul will put the Kings in the bonus. Moody! Archetypes are everything. And there's a hoop in the harm.
I don't need cereal.
King Cam. Yeah, you told me that. Back to Cook. Real quiet in virtual Sacramento. But that'll catch to the control. Control's wide open. Green Beans. And in the second matchup of the season, they beat him 81-72. But this is a much different.
The Magic are the last team moving on to the next round as they defeat the Kings 71-61. The Magic played a very well-rounded game as they had 3 guys score over 15 points: Marley, King Cam Royalty, and Control. This win extends the Magic's win streak to 4 games ever since putting Cam into the lineup. This is a red-hot team going on to the next round of the tournament. Now that all the games are finished for the day, let's look at the updated bracket. On the top left, we have the number 1 seed Blazers taking on the number 9 seed Magic. Bottom left, we have the number 13 seed Warriors taking on the number 12 seed Knicks. In the top right, we have the number 2 seed 76ers taking on the 7 seed Wizards. And on the bottom right, we have the number 3 seed Mavs taking on the number 11 seeded Celtics. These are some very interesting matchups in the second round. As the Blazers have beat the Magic twice already, the Knicks have beat the Warriors twice already, the 76ers have beat the Wizards once, and the Mavs have beat the Celtics twice. It's a common saying in sports that it's extremely tough to beat a team 3 times in a season. In the first round, there were a lot of upsets. Will the upsets continue, or will the favorites be moving on? I can't wait to find out. But if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. I'm out.